it's almost impossible to give an overall impression, because you sort of you spend the first few days acclimatizing to it, because it's such a big thing. There's so many people here. There's so much. The way business is done is quite unique, really. I'm not, the open committees and everything like that, the painstaking way resolutions are put together and then stripped apart and butchered and put together again and batted back and forth between deputies and bishops. It's impossible to say something overall. The impression I get, my abiding feeling is there is certainly the Conservatives feel there's less at stake in this general convention. There's a sort of almost a feeling that actually AAC and ACN are a bit more semi-detached than they were at previous times, and perhaps that's not surprising, because the feeling that the decisions were taken in 2003, and we're now picking up the pieces from that and seeing how things pan out. But there's also no end game in sight. The Anglican community is sort of committed to another primates meeting, another Lambeth conference, and so there's a feeling of incompleteness about everything you go to on the Anglican communion scene at the moment.
You're going to start blogging again?
Yeah, I've done so already. Yeah, so go and visit. I don't remember the address offhand, so I'm sure Stand Firm in Faith will link to it. But yeah, I've started already, and the one I put up this morning was about a present I received from my kids for Father's Day, so that was absolutely fantastic.
Nice. Tell us, we just watched Secretary Carey address the House of Deputies. What effect do you think that might have? And what are your thoughts on the body of his speech?
I don't think it'll have any substantial effect. It was a very bureaucratic speech telling everyone what the Anglican Communion Office is up to and what the listening process involves and that kind of thing. I suppose the thing I objected most of all in his speech is the idea that since 1978 the Anglican Communion has ignored lesbians and gays and not conducted a listening process. And frankly, I can think of any number of examples of official dialogues in all sorts of churches all over the world, and at the ACC meetings listening to the experience of lesbian and gay people, but also having discussion on the issues. So it's not true to say that listening has just been invented by this General Convention and by this Secretary General of the Anglican Communion.
He mentioned that the listening process is a two-way process. How well do you think each side has done? We don't do very well in listening to each other, do we? And we do get in our sort of... what I like doing is building up relationships with people of different views and everything like that, and having a good argument. And lots of us enjoy that. At the end of the day, when it comes down to matters of principle, we different people judge different times when you part company and that kind of thing. For myself, I'm utterly committed to Anglicanism and here to stay, even if I have a fight on my hands for the rest of my life. From what you've seen, what is the future of Anglicanism in North America?
That's an impossible question to answer. It is what Episcopalians make of it, I think. And there's been a tendency to sort of hand over responsibility to the primates of the Anglican Communion, to other Christians in other parts of the world. But to my mind, it is, that's a question for people in North America to answer, and not for the rest of us.